Good morning, and welcome to our Veterans Day observance.
Thank you, Mr. Marquardt. I didn't really want to shout. So good morning, and welcome to our Veterans Day observance. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the fighting of World War I ended, 1918. Due to the conclusion of the war to end all wars, November 11th, today, became a universally recognized day of celebration. The day was originally declared Armistice Day, 8 years after the end of World War I, and honored only veterans of that war. Then in 1954, after World War I and the Korean War, and of course World War II, it was named Veterans Day to honor all veterans who served America in war and defended our country. So today we are here to honor all of our veterans who unselfishly placed their lives on the line for our freedoms. We will now have the posting of the colors. Presenting the flags this morning are members of the Mohican War veterans and members of the Davenport-Lang American Legion Post of Bowler. Please stand now for the presentation of the posting of the colors. Thank you, Jump Group. Great job. Led by Mr. Harold Pechenego. Thank you. Awesome job as always, guys. You may be seated. Our first and second graders are making their way up, where they will, under the direction of Mrs. April Black, perform Thank You, Soldiers. Thank you, first and second graders. First and foremost, let us recognize all those among us who have been a part of the great brotherhood and sisterhood we call the U.S. military. Our veterans, active duty service members, guardsmen, and reservists. It is your service and your sacrifice that has kept our country free and safe. If you are a veteran and are able, please stand at this time so we can recognize you. Thank you. Thank you. Our third and fourth graders will take the stage next, and once again, under the direction of Mrs. April Black, will perform We Give Thanks. Thank you, third and fourth graders. Good job. Next, for those of you who are not familiar with our speaker behind me in the red and the tie, this is our new principal this year, Mr. Brian Gleason. And yes, go ahead. Even though he likes rugby, I will allow that applause. He is going to lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, which he does every morning, and he does it very well. And before that, he is going to read to us an essay entitled The Pledge. So, Mr. Gleason.
An essay with a few modifications. From the first time we enter school, Bowler Panthers students will recite the pledge well over 1,000 times. The Pledge of Allegiance is not a bit of poetry or a bunch of words to be mindlessly repeated. Rather, it is a profound statement of commitment to our country and its core values. I would like to take this time to look closer at what each part of the pledge signifies. The flag is the symbol of the country we call home. It represents the democratic ideals that unite us. Therefore, we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. As the choir pointed out earlier, from sea to shining sea, this is our shared homeland, a collection of diverse peoples, cultures, and traditions. And to the republic for which it stands. Ours is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. We, the people, hold the power to shape our destiny. One nation, under God, indivisible. Though we may have different faiths, or none at all, we are bound by an unbreakable national unity. With liberty and justice for all. No matter who you are or where you come from, you are entitled to the inalienable rights of freedom and fairness. This pledge is more than words. It is a solemn oath. It binds us to the timeless principles that have defined America since its founding. After reflecting on the profound meaning of our pledge, I invite all of us to please rise and join me as we recite our pledge with conviction. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Marquardt and High School Band. It's time to introduce our guest speaker today. Our guest speaker is Staff Sergeant Randy McComb, a dedicated and accomplished Marine with 16 years of active duty service. Originally from Toledo, Ohio, Randy enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps and excelled in two critical roles: ballistic missile radar technician and satellite communications technician. Throughout his career, Randy served on multiple high-stakes deployments. He deployed to Afghanistan in 2003 for 7 months, followed by a seven-month deployment to Iraq in 2007, both of which were part of the ongoing campaigns in the global war on terror. His service during these deployments earned him numerous awards, including the Iraqi Campaign Medal with Bronze Star, the Naval Unit Commendation, the Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal, and the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, among others. Randy's dedication and professionalism were also recognized with 5 Good Conduct Medals, 2 National Defense Medals, and 2 Sea Service Deployment Medals. Randy's time in the Marine Corps took him to several duty stations, including Cherry Point and Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, as well as Camp Pendleton and 29 Palms, California. Beyond his technical expertise and deployments, Randy was also a standout athlete, earning spots on the All-Marine volleyball team in 1998, 99, 2004, and 2007, showcasing his leadership and teamwork both on and off the field. Randy McComb's service reflects the values of commitment, excellence, and resilience that define the U.S. Marine Corps. To this day, he is still serving alongside Marines, working on the F-18 fighter jet radar as a field engineer. Please give me a warm Bowler welcome for Staff Sergeant Randy McComb.
Good morning. Today on Veterans Day, we come together to honor the men and women who serve the United States Armed Forces. It's a day of gratitude, respect, and remembrance, and I am humbled to stand here as a Marine Corps veteran who was honored to serve alongside the finest men and women of our nation. My journey with the Marine Corps spanned 16 years, including deployments with Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. These campaigns were more than missions. They were tests of resilience, courage, and faith in each other. Serving in Iraq and Afghanistan, we faced harsh landscapes, long days, and the weight of knowing mistakes. But we also experienced camaraderie, a deep sense of duty, and the power of brotherhood and sisterhood. These experiences left marks that we carry with us every day. Reminders of the commitment we made to protect the freedoms we cherish. As we gather today, we remember the many sacrifices that came with this journey, the friends we lost, the families who supported us, and the challenges we overcame together. We honor not only those who returned, but those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. They may no longer be with us, but their spirits live on in our hearts, and we honor them by carrying forward the principles they stood for. Veterans Day is a reminder that freedom is not something we take for granted. It's something that generations of veterans have fought to protect, something we have all given a part of ourselves to defend. To the veterans here today and across this nation, thank you for your service, your sacrifices, and your strength. And to the families of our fallen, know that your loved ones are remembered and cherished, their legacy honored. Today, let us renew our commitment to each other and to our communities. We are more than veterans, we are brothers and sisters who stood side by side in defense of freedom. And that bond will always tie us together. Let us carry this bond forward, supporting each other, and continue to serve in our own ways. Thank you. Semper Fidelis.
Thank you, Randy. Next, our high school band will play the service songs. We ask that veterans and their families stand when their service song is played. As a reminder, the order of the songs is Navy, Marines, Army, Air Force, and then Coast Guard. Mr. Marquardt and band. We now ask the firing squad to prepare for firing the volleys. We come now to the most solemn part of our observance here today. While Veterans Day is typically a tribute to America's living veterans, it is always appropriate to include a moment of respect for those who gave their lives for this, our country. Please stand, face the east, for the rifle salute and the playing of taps. Let us remember those who have sacrificed their lives and those who are protecting us today, both home and abroad. You may be seated while we wait for their return. Next, Philip Lang Jr. would like to share an important announcement with us.
Good morning, and thank you, all of you, for coming and attending this special dedication to all of us veterans. The Davenport Lang Post 414 Bowler is starting a Veterans Memorial, and we are going to be placing this out at the flags out on the corner across from the bank. It's going to be granite tiles that we are going to be actually laying into the ground. I have information, if anyone's interested on this, out by the snacks that you can pick up later. Remember and honor those who have served. Make a donation to purchase one of these plaques. It's $100. On the plaque there will be 3 lines of information. Basically name, you can put on the type of service you were in for your either yourself or maybe for a family member, what branch of the service and years. Plaque is 5 by 8 inches in size. Basically, we're trying to keep this within 14 characters per line, including spaces. And I know that some names are going to be longer, and we need to adjust the text accordingly. If you're interested in a plaque, you can mail the following information: the name of the person requesting the plaque, a telephone number, email, the name of the veteran to be honored, or your name itself if you're having one purchased for yourself, the branch of the service, again the period of the service, the rank, war service if applicable, along with your $100 tax deductible check made out to the American Legion Post 414. You're going to be mailing this to N7763 Elm Tree Lane, Wittenberg, Wisconsin 54499. All this information is on the brochure. A proof, once you receive the information from you as far as what you would like on the plaque, a proof will be emailed to you so that you can approve it before the tile or the piece is actually engraved. And if you have any questions, you can contact me. My information is also on the flyer, phone number and my email address. And we would like to have this no later by June 1st of next year. We're planning a projected date as far as doing a dedication on this maybe the middle of September. Again, we appreciate all of you for attending today, and again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Philip. For every moment of peace, for every day of grace and greatness, for every liberty we enjoy, we owe a person in the service of our country our heartfelt thanks. Thank you for attending our program today. Our visitors and veterans are welcome to partake in some refreshments in the lobby. Sincere thank you to all of our veterans and their families. Please stand one more time as we retire the colors. That is our dismissal. Thank you again for attending. Have a great day, everybody.